Hello, Mike and Nancy. I'm Kevin McDonald. I'm one of the kids in the hall. The weakest kid in the hall. But still, I mean, the kids in the hall, they're okay. They're not as great as people think. Monty Python are a lot better. They're the Beatles of sketch comedy. Kids in the Hall are the Duran Duran of sketch comedy. A few catchy songs. But hey, happy anniversary, you two. Because it's on Cinco de Mayo, and I know that's a wonderful Mexican holiday that I enjoyed quite often when I lived in Los Angeles. And by enjoy, I mean I walk through the park and watch people having fun, because I'm not really a human being. I'm sort of like a robot without any emotions. But it was fun for me to watch people have fun. I'm sort of doing a Mexican rhythm, except I have no sense of rhythm, but I don't want to do too much of a Mexican rhythm because I don't want to appropriate their culture, because it's 2021 and I don't want to be canceled. You're not going to cancel me, are you, Michael and Nancy? I'm sorry I called you Michael. It's Mike. No, Michael. I know. Screw the Michael. People called you Michael. Don't call me Michael. I'm Mike. Michael is my father, who's a really successful man. I'm half as successful as he is. So I'm Mike. Anyway, Mike and Nancy, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary on Cinco de Mayo. Mike and Nancy, I'm Kevin McDonald, the weakest kid in the hall. Sorry, Dave Foley isn't celebrating you. We're in a hotel, but not together. We have separate families. He's in that room there because we're here in Toronto to film the new Kids in the Hall show on Amazon, coming out at the end of the year. Sketches it won't be as good as our 90s show because I'm getting off the track. So happy anniversary, Mike and Nancy. But Kevin McDonald, Dave Foley is sleeping over there. Soon we'll be banging the wall. My best friend in the world going, shut up, stop it! It's a happy anniversary. This is booked by Matthew David Penman, who sounds like, not just because the word pen is in it, just because he has a middle name like David. It sounds like he's a writer. I'm Matthew David Penman. My first book was called I'm Writing a First Book. It was about me writing a first book. The chapter one is, hey, I start the book now. What should I write about? Let me write about writing a book. And of course, the second book was, my first book failed, so I'm writing a second book. And then, of course, his third book was, I'm thinking of giving up writing. And then his fourth book, I realized as I do this, I did a Kids in the Hall sketch like this. I'm copying myself. I wish I could copy someone better. So happy anniversary, Mike and Nancy. This is booked by Matthew David Penman. Pleased to meet you. I'm sure he shakes his hand like that. A guy with a middle name, who says his middle name, Matthew David Penman, thank you. And what are we supposed to do with a hand like that? Milk the fingers? I don't know. The arrogant bastard? Oh, yeah, I'm making the whole thing up. Get mad at my imagination. Happy Father's Day and Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day and Father's Day. Happy anniversary. 3 happies. You're getting 3 happies from this Matthew David Penman. Well, he has 3 names, 3 happies. So let's sum it up, Mike and Nancy. Happy anniversary, happy Mother's Day, and happy Father's Day. And he owes you money. What he wants you to do, and I'm not lying, is to send the money to me. And I'll take my percentage off, which is 79%, because that was my favorite year. High school, and I'll give him the rest, and don't worry about it, I'm not lying. So also that, happy anniversary, happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day, send me his money, and I'll get him a small fraction of it. Thank you for loving the Kids in the Hall. He says they really love the Kids in the Hall. I see no I, Matthew David Penman, have written 3 of the bad books. I don't like you. If you were half as good as my books. Sorry, there's something in my throat, but it's out now. I'm not starting over. This is going too well, don't you think? I have things to do. Okay, I have nothing to do, but I'm not starting over. We are a new show. Watch us. It won't be as good as the 90s show. We were young people in the peak of our comedy powers, but you'll be able to say, it was good for old guys, and that's all we're aiming for. Happy anniversary, happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day, Mike and Nancy, and this is booked by Matthew David Penman. I'm Kevin McDonald, the weakest kid in the hall. Sorry, blame Matthew David Penman. He booked me, cheap bastard.